am Shay Jones. I'm the mammographer here at the Oklahoma City Indian Clinic. I've been here for about a year and a half, and it is an amazing place to be. The best thing about it is I have an opportunity to change young ladies and older ladies' minds about what a mammogram is. It's not the mammogram that your grandmother told you about. We have brand new technology that's amazing. It really does kind of take the fear and anxiety out of the actual process of having a mammogram. I will say that your first mammogram is probably the most important because it sets the stage for all the rest to come. When you come in for your mammogram, I will take 2 to 3 pictures of each breast. It takes 15 to 20 minutes, depending on how much we talk about the process beforehand. Once that's done, you're done for the day. I will send the images to the radiologist. He will read the images and send a report both to your physician and to me, and then I will get a letter in the mail giving you basically a synopsis of your results. Now, it will either say, you're good to go till next year, we found absolutely nothing indicating cancer. Or we might say, we want you to come back in and have a few additional pictures. It is not always a bad thing when you get called back for extra pictures. The thing that I would tell you most is don't panic. What we're doing is just making sure that there is nothing there. And we always err on the side of caution because we would much rather take some extra pictures just to prove there's nothing there than to not take those pictures and miss something. This is our amazing machine. It's 3D. It is the best that you can get to date. There's different parts, so it looks a whole lot like the machine of yesterday, but you can see we have some curved paddles that work for certain breast types, which they call this the comfort paddle because it's curved. This is just a face shield. It kind of keeps your nose and your chin from getting into the picture. And then, so this area is actually where the picture's captured. And what happens is, like I said before, I'm gonna take 2 pictures, maybe 3, but definitely 2 pictures of each breast. And the first one would be just straight from the front. You'd stand in front, just kind of lean your chest in, and I would bring the paddle down. I just bring the compression paddle down enough to hold you in place and keep your breast from moving during the picture. I do not bring it down to the point that it won't go anymore, which is probably what it felt like in the past. This mammogram machine does not require pain anymore. If it does ever hurt during your mammogram, if it pinches in any way or it's too tight, always know that you can let your mammographer know and adjustments can be made to make it more comfortable. Especially if I'm your mammographer, please let me know. I don't ever want this to be a bad experience. So the next picture that I would take would be at an angle. And I would just kind of move this to the side. And basically we're getting the breast from a side picture. I would have you lean over and make sure we get the muscle that's kind of connects your shoulder to your breast and all the way into the middle. So you're kind of contorted a little, but basically it's so that we can get every bit of breast tissue possible in order to catch anything that might be there. Again, I would bring the compression paddle down just enough to hold you in place. This one might be a little tighter because gravity's involved, but it's only enough to hold you in place. Anything more than that would just be mean. I know that coming in for your mammogram can be a very scary thing. The anticipation of what your results will be is something that's on every woman's mind as she comes into this room. I know some women don't have their mammograms because of that fear of what they might be told. And I can say that having this mammogram, one, is far easier than chemo and surgeries. I can say that from personal experience because I am a breast cancer survivor. I never felt the tumor in my breast. I didn't have any symptoms, but I did volunteer for a mammogram that showed a small tumor in my left breast. My tumor was very aggressive. It was so aggressive, in fact, if I had waited until I could feel something or had symptoms, it would have been metastasized to several places in my body. It would have been very hard to beat. But because we found it early, I beat it. I'm here 5.5 years later. I did have to do treatments, I did have to do surgeries, but I'm still here and I'm still strong and I'm still here to take care of you.